down, down, and this one here don't make any repayments to it. So this debt goes up. Right? Over time, you find that because you've been smashing it down with all the rents, this debt gets down to almost nothing, because that's the non-tax deductible debt. And all of a sudden, 3 or 4 years' time, you find out where this debt started at 300,000, it's now 450,000, but this one's got no loan on it. So your home loan's gone. And it's now turned into an investment loan. So you've got tax deductibility on the whole 450, where before you only had tax deductibility on 300. Right, so putting your loan together in the right way, packaging it the right way, structuring it the right way, you can start to do things with paying off your home loan debt faster and letting the investment debt accumulate. So that's a separate, having separate loans, and that's always something I like to try and do. Ideally, when I'm structuring loans for people for investment, one of the ways that the banks like to do it, if that's your home, that's your investment, and you've got maybe a third investment, so second investment, sorry. The banks, you could have a home loan here, that should be principal residence, and then you've got your investment loan and your investment loan. The banks will do this. Is that a bit messy? Yeah. It's called cross-collateralising. So what the banks do is they own you. They hold all your properties, they hold all your debts, and they're all joined together. So if you wanted to sell that property there, you want to quit it, you want to keep these two, then what happens is the banks will go, yes, you have to discharge that loan, that has to be gone because you're going to clear off that property, but we'll need to get that property and that property revalued so that we know what the equity is for the remaining debt. So there's a $250 fee, there's a $250 fee. If you want to go and add another property in, investment number 3, then they'll do this. Right, they'll revalue 1, 2, 3 revalues, so there's $750 in revaluation fees just to buy that one property. Bad idea. So what I try and do is one property, one loan, one property, one loan, one property, one loan. So that if you want to sell one, you just sell that property, discharge the debt, thanks for coming. The other one's all standalone, left by themselves, no revaluation fees, no nothing. Now a lot of times, if that's $350,000 property, and you want to borrow the whole $350,000, you can't do it because you're trying to borrow 100% rent, so it doesn't fly. So the way you achieve it is this loan here becomes 80%, so what's that, 280. But here's all your equity, because this was your starting point. So you might have a property worth $450,000 with a home loan of say 100 grand. That might have been where you started from. So what we'll do is we create, like the first drawing that I did, we create a stash. We'll put over here a line of credit for the balance of the lending. So you might have a $150,000 line of credit over here. Right? And that's the only part, that's the only property that's got 2 loans. That's your home loan, so it's non-tax deductible. That's your investment, that, even though it's attached to your home, it's the purpose for which the funds are used, not the property that it's attached to, that determines the tax deductibility. So this now becomes your stash. So for here we need 70 grand is the gap, right? We've got 150, so that's now 80,000 here, because you've used 70. Right? So then, at a minimum, you can go and do number 2. So another 350 with a 280 loan, and you use your 80 grand again as your deposit, and you've got 2 and it's still all separate. Then over time, what will happen is this property will go up in value, it's now worth 520. This property's gone up in value, it's now worth 420. This one you've just bought, so it doesn't count. So we can then increase this debt up to 80% again. Take the extra money, might be 40 grand, put it back in the pot. So now our stash has gone from 10, it's now 50. Right, your home loan's gone back up, so we can increase it again by another 50. So now we've got 100 back in our pot again. So now you're going to do 350 again, put another debt for 280. We've got 100. There's our seed money again for this next one. So you just keep rolling one to the other, but without having it all a mess. Makes it simple. And the beauty of having it simple is it's easy to manage. If you want to sell a property, it's easy to sell the property. The other thing that you can do by strategising it that way is that these can be different banks. Bank is a 4-letter word. And if you let them, the banks will get you like that. And then they'll squeeze. So I like to go, this might be ANZ. Maybe even that one's ANZ. This one might be Bank West. This one might be ING. Right? Wherever the best deals are. Whatever's the best deal of the day. And they change. Home loans have become a commodity. You see Harvey Norman, buy a fridge, get a free DVD player. Home loans have become the same. They do, this month special, no application fee. Or buy your loan now, get no ongoing fees for the life of the loan. Or buy your loan today, get 1% discount for the next 5 years. They do all sorts of crazy discounts. So from time to time, the best deal changes from lender to lender. And the other thing we're doing then is that you can start to play one bank against the other. Because one bank will go, well, you've got these debts over here with Bank West and ING. If you brought that debt over to us, we'll give you, a $2,000 rebate, and we'll give you a 1% discount for the life of the debt. Because they think they're going to get more lending. And if you haven't got that strategy and they've got you like this, then they give you nothing. If they think that they can get more business because they can offer you something and bring over somebody else's debt, now you're playing one off against the other, both ends against the middle. And that's, I love doing it to the banks, because they're all bastards. None of them are really good. They're all bad, just some are worse than others. So a few different strategies, and it really depends on your personal circumstances as to what's the best